All right, so let's get back to the concept of row 3 here. We've got a chain 2, which I'll show you here in just a moment. Then we're going to double crochet in one stitch. FLO means front loop only, and I will show you what that is. I kind of just illustrated for you between the front and the back of what that slip stitch looks like, and I'll show you how to do that. And then we're going to do 2 in the next one, and that pattern repeats. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. At the end of this, we will have 45 stitches. So that's our goal at the end of row 3. With that in mind, I'm going to start preparing my work right now. So first thing, left it just the way it was before. I've got that big loop that I marked here so that my work doesn't get moved. I'm going to flip this over because remember when we crochet, we're always moving right to left. So got that right here. I'm going to go ahead and take off this stitch marker, put it around my wrist for now. But I want to mark my first stitch that will have 2 double crochets. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the one that I was using for counting before. And this is my first one. This is my second one. So the second one is the place where I'm going to put the first 2 double crochets, and then I will skip one, and then I'll put another one right here. So just kind of marking those so they're easy for me to see, skipping one, doing one here. And I'm gonna kind of just go down a ways, give myself a little bit of breathing room so I can kind of get into a groove on what this is gonna look like and get that completed. And if you remember, I told you it could be confusing because you've got these 2 sets of stitches side by side. We're working on the back side and we're creating the braid on the front side, okay? So, I'm gonna tighten this up here. The first stitch is 1 double crochet, is chain 2. Chain 2. So to do that, it's very much like a slip stitch except not going in a stitch, just chaining like we did in the beginning. I'm gonna do 2. So 1, 2, keeping it nice and loose, just like I did with my first set of chains when we started the pattern off. And now I'm gonna go into my first stitch. So I marked this one as my first 2 double crochet. So this is my first single double crochet. So I'm gonna yarn over, go through the stitch. So you notice I'm going through all 4 strands here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. Do you see them? I'll go right in here, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I have met the requirements for this particular stitch. And now I'm gonna go on to this one where I need to do 2 double crochets. So pull some yarn out here. I'm gonna yarn over, put my finger in that stitch so I know where I'm going, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and one more time. It's one of those marked ones. Same exact stitch, keeping it nice and loose. And now I've got, this is my chain stitch right here. This is my first double crochet, and this is my first 2 double crochets in a stitch. So I'm gonna take my stitch marker off and I'm gonna move it down the line here. So I'm gonna skip one and do 2 right there. And I'm gonna repeat this all the way down. When I get to the end, I'm gonna count, and God willing, there will be 45.